Hey guys, this is Anita. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my review of Liveship Traders Trilogy by Robin Hobb. I have read 6 books by Robin Hobb so far. 3 of them were 5 stars and 2 of them were 4.25 and 4.5 star rating. In my mid-year book freakout tag, I said my favorite author this year I found was Robin Hobb. So I never expected that I will be doing a rant review of one of her trilogies. This is complete shock to me. Liveship Traders trilogy is second trilogy in Realm of Elderlings world. It consists of Ship of Magic, Matchship and Ship of Destiny. Matchship is definitely one of the best books I read this year, if not the best. But Ship of Destiny did not work for me. It's been 3 weeks since I finished this. I took time to organize my thoughts and now I'm ready to talk about it. Since this is a whole series review, I will give a brief summary and then get into details of what I liked and what I disliked. Most of my problems came from the last book, Ship of Destiny, so I will be going into spoilers. So first part of this will be spoiler free and then I'll get into spoilers. This trilogy sets in Bingtown, which is the southernmost town we have seen in Farseer. We mainly follow Vested family and how each member of that family affected after the quickening of the life ship Vivacia. Life ships are made from this special wood called wood, which absorbs the memories of family members when they die on board. When 3 generations of family members die on board, the figurehead comes alive. That is called quickening. Vestid's family life ship Vivacia quickens in the beginning of Ship of Magic, and the starts this story and that changes the path of most of these family members. In addition to Vestids, we are introduced to many other characters who play major role in overall plot. Ship of Magic was focused on introducing us to these major players and them starting on their journeys. Matchship and Ship of Destiny expanded the world and introduced us to the magic involved with the world. The world is massive. It got way bigger than what we have learned from Farseer, and we are still to learn so much. Farseer trilogy was in first person POV and mostly focused on court politics, whereas Liveship Traders is in multi POV and mostly focused in the world. The magic system we have seen in Farseer is different to what we see in Liveship Traders. In Liveship Traders, we don't see individual power or individual magic. It mostly involves the extraordinary beings that exist in this world. We slowly learn how these live ships come into existence, and Hobb did a fantastic job in making us feel connected with them. It gets tricky when it comes to character work and character interactions because I loved them in first 2 books, Ship of Magic and Matchship. They were perfect. I loved character interactions, especially between Amber and Althea, but I did not like them in Ship of Destiny. The characters I liked in first 2 books, I felt Hobb used them as pawns in this massive world. I'll get into the details of that in spoiler section, and I did not like the ending. I felt it was rushed. There are definitely a couple of characters which got major character developments in Ship of Destiny. I like that. I don't want to mention their names because in Matchship, our characters face some dangerous situations. I don't want to give a clue who survived and who did not. So I'll jump right into the spoilers. Let's start with Althea. I really liked Althea in first 2 books. Her character has a lot of potential. In the beginning of Ship of Magic, when Kyle took control of Vivacia, Althea defied her family's and society's expectations and set out to prove herself. She worked hard on Whaling Ship to get ship's ticket, and later she got that on Ophelia. Later, when she found that Vivacia was captured, she set out to save the ship. She did not back down from the challenges she faced, but that narrative was completely lost in Ship of Destiny. After all the challenges, she reached Vivacia only to be raped. For starters, I don't see why that scene was necessary because I don't think it served any purpose for the development of characters or plot. Kenneth's fight with Gemelian fleet did not have any connection with that. Kenneth could have met his end even without that scene. And aftermath of that scene was just horrifying. Althea did not have anything to contribute to the plot after that scene. It's almost like She was dead right there and then. It felt like Hobb used Althea and Brashen as pawns to bring Paragon to Kenneth, and she added that rape scene to kill Althea's dream. I Initially I thought that rape scene was there to cause rift between Vivacia and Kenneth, but Hobb used that scene to cause rift between Vivacia and Althea. I hated the way it was handled. I would have DNF'd it, but there were these dialogues that for dragons, rape is a horrible crime, and Vivacia tells Kenneth that if he had done it, he would not be able to atone it even in his death. Those dialogues made me think that Vivacia will realize at the end, but nothing happened. I felt betrayed and I was extremely disappointed that Hobb wrote dialogues which serve no purpose. It's not just that Althea was raped, but there is nothing for Althea after that scene. It's almost like her life was over. She just sits back and observes Wintro and Malta and be proud of them, how far they have come, what a good leader Wintro has become, and what a good trader Malta has become. Coming to other characters, I did not see any character development for even Brashen after the end of Madship. Almost every decision he took as Paragon's captain failed. Hiring Levoy was a mistake, hiring slaves was a mistake, and he took his ship close to Vivacia and put everyone at risk. When they were almost drowning, Amber was the one who saved them. It felt like Brashen's purpose in Ship of Destiny was to be a boyfriend to Althea, that's all. I liked Malta's and Selden's character development. Malta became competent and found a way to survive in adverse conditions, but unfortunately I did not enjoy her POV much because of the constant threat of rape. I don't even want to get into how much I hated Wintro by the end. Not just because of the choices he made, but because of the way he treated Althea. It was absolutely disgusting. I did not like many things in Ship of Destiny, but the most important thing was what happened with Kenneth. Even after what Kenneth did, Hobb gave him a hero's death. Entire world loves him. Wintro and Etta loves him. Even Satrap was grateful to him. When Brashen came on board Vivacia for a meeting, he looked at Vivacia, how clean she was, and he thinks what a good captain Kenneth was. I was really surprised with that. I don't understand why every character has to compliment Kenneth. I was really shocked with all these small scenes, how Hobb continued to praise Kenneth through other characters. And what Althea got was complete opposite. Hobb killed her ambition, Hobb killed her spirit. She does not have anything but a guy at the end. Even her own mother doesn't have a kind word for Althea. After 3 books, after 2700 pages, their relationship has not changed. Her mother's opinion on her hasn't changed. At the end, Althea does not have her family's respect, does not have her ambition, does not have anything but a guy. Why? I understand that Althea's trauma was healed magically at the end, but it did not work for me because Hobb waited till the end for that to happen. We have gone through almost 200-250 pages of Althea's trauma, but for this healing part, we got 1 page of that. It felt too little after what happened with Althea. Althea wasn't just raped, she was gaslighted. Her own family, Wintro and Vivacia, did not believe her, and Vivacia chose to be with pirates to fulfill the promise she made to Kenneth. Even after death, Vivacia chose Kenneth. After 2700 pages, we did not get any closure between Althea and Vivacia. We did not get any final scene. By the end, I wasn't even expecting Vivacia to believe Althea. I was hoping at least she will tell her she loves her and she misses her. But we did not even get that. Instead, that scene was completely cut and we got how many maids Malta had and how many dresses Etta had. I really did not care about that and I did not like Hobb's narrative choice here. I feel there is scope for a different ending here. Paragon loves Kenneth, he loves Kenneth's mother and he cares about Kenneth's child. After Kenneth's death, after Paragon becomes whole, he makes a new promise to Brashen that he will bring them out of the Gemalian fleet. But when Whitesnake got killed and Paragon was attacking Gemalian fleet, Brashen tells him to stop and let it go, but Paragon did not listen to Brashen even then. he listens to Etta for the sake of Kenneth's child. So it makes sense if Hobb gives Paragon to Wintro and Vivacia to Althea. Isn't it better than Althea living on Paragon, who has eyes of her rapist? It's not that impossible. Hobb is genius at world building and storytelling. Out of the blue, Bold suggested Etta to throw her wizardwood charm and to have Kenneth's child. I don't know if Hobb planned something for the child in her future books, or she just want to give that satisfaction to Kenneth and Paragon, but it came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden Wintro became a good captain, good leader, and suddenly knew how to bring them out of that Jamalian fleet. So if Hobb wanted to give the ship to Althea, it's easy for her, but she chose not to. In the beginning of the Ship of Magic, Kyle wanted his son to inherit the ship and Althea to settle down with a guy. That's what happened at the end. I did not like that because that's not how Althea's journey started. Her story started as a story of empowerment, but what happened at the end was completely opposite. It almost looked like Althea was punished for dreaming big. Two women in this series had ambition, both were raped, everyone else were rewarded. Brashen became the captain of Paragon. Kenneth died a hero's death. Even Satrap became stronger with stronger allies at the end. Wintro got Vivacia and he became the leader of pirate fleet, and he got companionship of Etta, and Etta became a queen of that entire pirate kingdom. I mean, Etta and Malta did not have any ambitions. Whatever they want was with respect to men in their lives, so they were rewarded. Two women had ambition and both were punished. They left with nothing. Cyrilla was begging for a place to stay at the end, and Althea was begging for Brashen's acceptance. I felt betrayed and extremely disappointed with the ending. I understand this series worked for many people, most of my friends loved it, but it did not work for me. If you have read this series, let me know your thoughts in comments. See you in the next video. Bye bye.